technically nothing happened. Is it just a little bit of harmless fun, or is it unforgivable if you're in a relationship?
I think it's unforgivable. I mean, her husband's sitting at home, and them two are friends as well. Jamie and Nicola's husband are friends, and they're watching that. My mum always used to say, and I think it's such a true saying, when the drink's in, the wit's out. And it really, really is. I mean, if that was my husband in there, I would have parachuted in and landed on the pair of them. I'd have his bags packed before he got out of there. It really, I mean, the families are watching, their kids are watching, you know, it's like, and also he's encouraging her. She's really, really drunk, and he's pouring more drink in the,
Yeah,
and
that was a very nice moment,
well.
actually, wasn't it? When she's saying, don't give me any more, and he still does. And I know nothing happened, but it just wasn't a very cool moment.
No.
And I couldn't help thinking that if you were sitting at home, you'd feel betrayed. I know nothing happened, but you'd feel betrayed and humiliated because it's happened on national television.
And Callum Bester egging them on as well, which is a bit odd. But I don't know, I mean, Nicola's husband, I think, cheated on her. And so I sort of wonder whether she's got kind of, you know, self-esteem issues from that, maybe. And so a bit of attention is a lovely thing. But of course,
she's well judged when you're drunk.
She's so drunk.
Yeah.
Well, she seems so drunk.
There, isn't there? There really is. I know,
And James Jordan, there's if you watched it last night, you'll know this, but James Jordan tried to be gentlemanly and tried to sort of intervene and said, right, now it's time you went to bed, and basically tried to take her away from the situation. Is that something that, you know, a good friend should do? Is that something you've ever had to do?
I think that would be a good thing to do. For instance, if you were in a club and you could see that somebody was about to go off with the wrong person.
About to make a really bad decision.
Yeah, you could literally grab them and say, I think it's time you went home. Here's a taxi. You put them in it.
Yeah.
But I mean, in that sort of situation, when you're in a melting pot and you've got cameras on you...
And you're locked in.
What the heck can you do? Yeah.
Yeah, and also it's a long time since I've been in a nightclub. But, you know, I've had a couple of friends that have had relationships with married men. And I just say to them, I say, look, you know, he's having 1.5 lives and you're having half a life. What are you doing?
Yeah.
But of course, you'd say that, but by then they're sort of well entrenched and they just don't listen. And I remember, I don't think I've ever seen a film called Falling in Love with Robert De Niro and Meryl Streep. It didn't really get much big fanfare at the time, but cut long story short, it's about a couple that keep meeting on a train on their way to work and they fall in love. And when he's explaining it to his wife, he just says, but we haven't done it, we haven't even, you know, we haven't kissed, we haven't had... And she just said, that's worse.
It sort of is in a way,
because it's that emotional sort of... And watching that would be for, you know, they were kind of pecks on the cheek and stuff like that. But all that, I love you, here's more drink. Yeah. I don't like that at all. And I would avoid men like him like the plague. I don't like flirty men. They destabilise me. No. And I'm not good when I'm unstable.
If you thought that got heated, wait until you watch these and click here to subscribe. You may as well. It's totally free.